I think we did it as a group. You know, we're not a super big team. So we're going to have to do it as a collective unit every night. So I thought everybody contributed and put bodies. We were getting all the loose ones, and then I think that led us to just getting some easy transition baskets. But our defense set the tone tonight from the very beginning.
It seemed like the activity on the defensive end was really propelling the offense. You guys played with a lot more pace tonight. It seemed like, and a lot more organized. To the point you made last night, it felt like at times you guys were not as organized as you wanted to be. Did it feel like that tonight, the organization took another step?
Yeah, we felt like that was one of our big things we talked about this morning, kind of getting more organized, more pace, being more into our spacing. And we have guys who can make good decisions once we do that, and we trust them to do that. I think our ball movement was great. We were organized, we were looking to kick ahead, and then obviously we made a lot of shots tonight, but the ball was spraying around. It was good.
The amount of balance that you had from a scoring standpoint across the roster with playing 15 guys as well too, what was it tonight that the offense just seemed to be clicking in all facets for everyone?
You know, sometimes you make shots, but I think we were taking, just like last night, I think we were taking the right shots, and you know, we play a very unselfish brand. Like, we don't care. We just want the Wizards to score. So whoever's the open man, that's what we want to hit, and that's what we were doing tonight. And when you play that way, it can be hard to guard. Obviously, we got to keep growing with that, but we had some really good stretches of our ball movement tonight. Something we can take into our next game.
And I know, even going back to last season, but this season during camp, you really spoke about the fact that you like that anyone can initiate the offense for you, but especially with regards to the amount of ball handlers you had. It seemed like every kind of run you went on tonight, it was 2 or 3 different guys that were doing it for you. What does that allow you on the offensive end to do with everyone being able to initiate?
Hard to guard. You know, everybody's a threat. Everybody can handle. Everybody can pass. When we're playing with pace and getting stops and flowing into our offense, we're pretty hard to guard, I think. But we're not there yet. We're not fooling ourselves. This is just game 2 of the preseason. We got to keep stacking habits. You know, the games are going to get more intense, get more physical. So these are good lessons for us tonight. We got to keep carrying on these habits that we're building day by day.
Love had to bounce back. Trey had to bounce back. Will even had to bounce back himself, and Tristan really got you guys going along with Marvin in that first half. What does it say, especially about the young guys, that they were able to have a not so great offensive night last night, second night of a back-to-back, and have a great bounce back, especially playing in one of the most famous arenas? Yeah,
the shots I don't care about. The bounce back is they played defense in both nights. That was the most important thing to me, is that shots went in, shots didn't go in yesterday. Either one didn't affect their defense, and that's what we want, because you're not always going to make shots. We want to trust that we're going to make the right play. We did that last night, we thought, for the most part. We were even better tonight. Ball happened to go in, but our defense didn't change. Our disposition on then did not change, and that's the most important thing for our team going forward.
Coach, can you speak to 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗏's activity tonight? Just to see on both ends, he was extremely active.
Yeah, he has got a unique knack to crash the boards. He's pretty good at that, but then just his movement and cutting and understanding space offensively, you can start seeing what he can do, some of the decision-making he's capable of. He's one of those handlers that can make plays. He's got a good motor to him. It's been impressive so far.
Again, Tristan.
Yeah.
Offensively, and we all know he's there, even on the Serbian national team.
Yeah.
The Serbian coach was commanding his offensive instincts and shooting. Defensively, and you said you saw an improvement.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate a bit more on that? Like, which?
I think it's just his ability to protect the rim, his ability, the center position is like such an important position in terms of your defense. So you're involved in so many plays. I just think he's getting better with his communication, understanding what he's seeing, and then his pick-and-roll defense is improving, and I think you saw some of that tonight. But he's got some growth, like our whole team does, just like the lot of them, so he's going to keep working on it. But he's growing in that regard. He's gotten, like we said earlier at the pregame, physically stronger, understanding the schemes that we're running. But he had a good imprint on that game tonight.